Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Accountability Conversation, where I am being joined by two human beings. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Lorraine Ndlovu.
Okay.
So, my name is Cllr Silas Chigora. What for?
Oh, kahle ngamafitshane sengasitshela ukuthi irole kaCouncillor ngiyani, so that people can understand.
Generally, there are three roles. First one is representation. You've got to be in council to represent the views of the people. Second one, you are in council to make policy. Abantu bajayele ukuthi ama-resolutions,
Okay.
bylaws. The third one is oversight. You are there to oversight, check and balances on how issues are being handled in council. So then, generally, those are the three roles that pertain to the council.
Okay. So we understand that the novel disease COVID-19, which is a worldwide pandemic that has impacted negatively on the economic and social lives of human beings. Schools not being left out, as opening dates are still not certain, as the pandemic forced to early closure of school in March. So, Lorraine, what is the situation and what must be concerned about?
Mostly concerned now with the situation lockdown and COVID-19. Izikolo zavalwa masinyane, and so abantwana have been sitting at home since March, and abanye abafundi, and kuthiwa kule online learning, and so abaningi they cannot access the online learning in a way. Ngendaba zokuthi khona internet is already expensive. We've noticed that recently kati sithelwane ikhwezile ama-charges ayo labo econet. And so as the city council, what are you doing ukuthi lincedise abantwana bona laba abahleliziwe ezindlini so that they are able to access the online learning in a way? And
yeah, that's correct. COVID yaphambanisa izinto eziningi, including education. But you realize that the role of educating children is bestowed in the central government. The council is doing a complementary. Mostly we are providing primary education. We have about 29 schools and only one secondary school. So as council, we are doing the little that we can. We are encouraging abazali, our parents to take advantage of the online. Like I think Lorraine has already indicated, it is very expensive, the online. That means you have to be connected to internet. You have got to buy bundles. And looking at maybe you have average a family, maybe 3 children. Can a family really afford to buy bundles for 3 children? So those are the challenges. But the government, I think, has come out handy. They have also provided lessons via audio. I'm saying via the radio, even the TV. So where possible, we are encouraging the parents to take advantage of that. Those things that are being provided by the central government. But otherwise, in terms of the council, we are not doing much, or we are handicapped in terms of the online learning.
But is there anything that you can do? Any help you can provide?
We have libraries across the sit at our schools. I'm yet to check how are they being utilized at the moment, but that is the only way that we can assist at least maybe we are connected. Maybe we can provide internet to them at a school and make sure that they practice that social distancing. Abantu connect. Those are the things that we should look into seriously and start to provide to the public.
Okay.
But I feel the city council could do more, and it's not just about the internet. Yes, they might provide the internet for abantwana abasezindlini, and but uzananzelela ukuthi ngona kulezi laba issues amagate siyathenga lawo futhi namhlanje uzalika lamali ukuthenga amagate, the child is going to miss out on online learning lawa, and then likhulume la ngama radio lessons akula magate umntwana sekhuthile. So as city council akula ndlela yokuthi ngona okay, government tina, let's sit together, let's come together, and then we discuss how can we assist abantwana who cannot afford the online learning. Ngoba khathesi sikwazi abantwana bama private schools yibo kodwa abafundayo, and mina I have umntwana engihlala naye. Let me say ukuthi I'm trying by all means ukuthi access online learning, and but what about umntwana ngamakhelwane, and yena uzakhutha khona kya ukuthi ajani afundi. Le issue even if I'm getting khona kade sabula manzi umntwana uzathi hambe edinga amanzi sekhuthile futhi ama lessons lawa uzathona go day ku queue like ukuthi ngani athilela amanzi ubhobo. So there are so many things that the council has to look into ukuthi khona how can they assist abantwana abahleziyo ezindlini
ngendaba zamanzi ukuthi amanzi nxa yekho abantwana kumele beye esibhoraneni beyequeue sebekhutha ama-lessons. So lukhona unyathelo isi-council engalithatha pertaining on that issue?
Lami ngilalele lapho ukuthi ama-ideas have got to come to council. You realize this came at a time when we were not really prepared. Everyone was not prepared for this thing. And like I was saying, Katesi, so we receive as much information as possible, as much of those ideas which we in as council to try and assist abantwana abafunda. Unengi okwenzakalayo when a child is idle at home, it becomes prone to a lot of things. Whatever they are learning, you don't know. But now you know what he or she is going to be learning at school, and it's got very few minutes we learn between maybe 3 and 4 sessions, and most of his time is occupied in his school. But the case almost 90% of those of that time is occupied in our household chores. We think a local including risky COVID, which we are but like I was saying, which is cancelled. I think this thing came to us Singapore prepared. We had not even had any budget for whatever measures that we could take to mitigate on this problem. But I think, like I was saying, we want more ideas, maybe from the ministry itself, from the parents, from even private lessons. I've heard about private lessons. They are also risky. You don't know what you can imagine we are mask for how long. We have to say keep a mask. Social distance is angayikwanisa umntwana thina abadala engani kuyasihlupha lapha emalayinini ezokugula se-supermarket lana wathi uma umntwana. So there are a lot of ama-challenges akhona ebantwaneni. I hope ukuthi something will come out either from government and even from private players, from ama-donors. That as council, I think we need to come up with a scheme or some measures that we can assist. But I will be honest with you, at the moment the council had not put a plan that is active at the moment. Uzikhona ukuthi abantwana bangafunda njani. Otherwise abantwana bethu bonke basezindlini.
Okay. Any question?
I feel as the council gives too many excuses. I think kumele kuhlale kule some sort of fund.
Savings.
Kuma-co-funds kumele kuhlale kukhona ukuthi ukhona okay kungaba le disaster. The council is prepared. And why aren't we doing that? And as a city council, kumele kuhlale kule fund ukuthi ukhona lay vele ayithinto. Ukuthi wazobe le disaster, wazobe la imali le njani izasebenza khona pha.
Fane imali yakho ihlala phansi.
Engani ugogo ukhulunywa ukuthi ugogo uyabe nayo imali ayibekile. Thina ngani khona phezindlini sithona simakhuse sithenga impuphu ukuthi uthiwa ngokwenza ukuthi liyana ingaphela masinyana sabe sikwazi liyana ikhona ichukele ingaphela liyana ikhona. Why aren't we doing that as a city council ukuthi ngona kumele kuhlale kula le mali for izinto ezinjalo. And a point we would the city council should work with organizations, youth organizations, and they've got innovations that they're doing. Youth Innovation Trust is working with the Abandona School, the program of Try Innovation Challenge. And why isn't the city council saying, okay, Youth Innovation Trust, we've identified Utonkonalieza umsebenzi omuhle. Sicela listen with this and ngoba yini eliku ground yini elikwaziyo ama challenges afaced kuyini abantwana kakhulu.
Okay. Yeah. So our questions are two.
Yeah. The first one. Akuna budget enzwa abazali bengeke. So isikhwama, yes, I agree fully ukuthi kumele sibe khona. But until isikhwama lesi yithi futhi siyenzayo. Azange sisiyenze. That's what I'm saying. Me as a council representing both ama residents na ku council. Sisonke sisemhlanganweni azange sifake le fund le. So abazali kumele babe very sure and wacabanga ukuthi hayi lapha azange sifake imali eceleni. Ayikho imali eceleni. As much as it is needed, but it was not put aside. And as well, you do not ukuthi it's very difficult under the circumstances case in the economy where ukuthi uyafaka imali eceleni ukuthi wena hayi imali le sizayibona kungathutsha any problem. We don't have that capacity extra fund. Actually saving comes after you've written down ukuthi hayi lokhu hayi lokhu uyakwanisa ukuthenga lokhu. Le is a saving. As a country, Katesi, akula muntu osefa throughout the whole country. There's individuals, there's families, there's organizations, there's no one who is saving. That's from my point of view. Why? Because our resources, they are scarce. You can only save after you have met your cost, the daily cost. That's how I take it. So you cancel, there's no reserves. You know, into council, it's not even enough to cater for the requirements that daily. So how would you then have a separate fund that is lying idle? And even if we had, I think even if value upon was going to be, Katesa sitting now as a saver, $2 every day. By the end of the month, you have saved $60. What do you buy in $60? If value upon has been crushed already. So the aspect of saving as a council, as an individual, as a country in Zimbabwe, it's not there. So it's not, there's no fund like that. And then my ideas, like we were saying, yes, we know that there are various organizations out there. But abanye asibazi vele ukuthi ngozibani laphana ngozibani. Bona labanye ama-organizations kumele babu i-council ngeyabo. Babuye ku-council bathi hayi thina this is what we. For example, I'll give you site, an example a site, laba bayenze broadcasting, live broadcasting Yamafu Council. They came to us with an application. Tina, we are broadcasting, this is our presentation, Tina, we are feasibility joining. Then Tina says, considered how? Yeah, okay, I think this works. Is that basically like, Tina, we are feasibility, local, Savaya Muke. Aba, donate ama Jojo tank, our clinic. There are a lot of companies who are out there. Which we don't know sometimes. Yes, we can approach them. But what I'm saying is, our organizations and individuals should know that this council belongs to them and they should come to us with our ideas and try and so that we think outside the box. Tina kunzima ukuthi sibekwazi ukulo John lo Peter lo bani ideas and allow. So I'm sending that invitation to everyone. Please bring your ideas so that we sit down. Now we answer. Now we have problems. I think we are going to encounter these problems. We are here because you have invited us. Okay. We should also have that invitation sending to you to come.
So on the issue of planning, can't you invest in savings or allow assets?
I don't know which could be our assets that we can invest. We used to. We are gonna get about to employment when everyone else was employed, and even these investment companies. Council would set aside money to say, finance, we want to go and buy shares, maybe good dealt. I'm just giving you as an example. I'm not saying good council will shares. Let's go and buy investment in this company in form of shares. Because we'll be thinking of maybe we are something next year, but because I've said our resources are not there. And even our investments allow at the moment, they don't mean anything. Because in Ahaba, shares at $1, the value of $1 today and the value of that $1 after a month is already eroded. In fact, you have not done any investment. You have just given that money. You can, I used to have my investment, this company, I don't want to mention them. Investment for your child from insurances, from education investment, insurance. From grade 1 to grade 7 to Form 4, after Form 4, university, I had that investment set aside. But when this economy crashed, nothing came out of that. I had shares with several companies. But shares and allow, if I try and remember, my dollar that I paid in 1999 to a certain investment company, they took that dollar per 70 somewhere. But when if you try and claim it. So all these investments that you can think of, you're saying maybe assets. What is there for a council that is failing to buy a grader, a tipper, an ambulance, all this? Assets. I'm just thinking maybe those ideas should also come to council and say, why don't you go and invest Lapra? We ask you questions to say, if we go and invest in that company or in that asset, what does it mean? Are we going to recover our value? So in Zimbabwe, mostly has been eroded because investment has no value at the moment. No one wants to invest in anything. Insurance doesn't cost. You insure your car today, get $3. After a day, $3, then I say, a bolt and nut. I'm paying even assurance companies now. Burial society, I'm giving you an example. What are the $10 I call burial society that is? $10 I drink now. But now, so say it after 30 days. I start saying even it's a value. So, you know, this economy is eroded, is crashed from a national level, city council level, or household to an individual. Now, the $2 economy. We should do ourselves. Next week. You're actually making it worse. You rather use that $2 today because it can buy something. Can they say $2 the other thing? The banana. The banana is $10. So those are the real issues that we have as council. Emergency Padalayo again. Look at what the council is being paid. It's being paid through Eco Cash. Swipe. What to do? Alright, super delaying swipe. Seriously starting money and as if I get fund. That fund at the end of the day, I will start badaling. I will start taking. It's just those are the realities of life that is affecting service delivery most. Because emergency Patanago Council is almost worthless at the moment. If maybe we're buying US and say, paying with US, say $5 US, it's about how, then that's fine. You can realize it, the value later.
Okay. What's your say in the economy?
Yes, this is routine cancel, but maybe the civil was so education is a right? And as a city council, you should put it above everything else. Make sure that abantwana bonke are able to access the online learning, are able to listen to our radio lessons now that have been implemented by the government. Education is a right.
As we're closing the show, any words you would like to say to the viewers?
Thank you very much. What I can say to our viewers is that let's make sure that our children are indoors. Let's make sure that they are aware of the rules as a COVID. Make sure that you assist them when these lessons, as a TV, the radio. Let's also make sure that we bring our ideas to council. I also want to implore maybe on the government to say that they must make sure, make internet either very cheap to the public or just give everyone the internet for free, so that all these things that we are talking about, people are able to connect and do their business and do e-learning and benefit. This COVID has opened a lot of opportunities, and it is one of those opportunities that we should look into our charges as bundles and the connectivity. The whole country is now e-business, so let us embrace that, and that will then assist us especially for our kids to be able to learn.
Nice, any last words you'd like to say to the viewers?
Ukuthi abazali, they must make sure ukuthi abantu ababo they access our online platforms now, lama radio lessons, and make sure ukuthi they are safe.
Oh, okay. So thank you guys for joining us. Let's meet next time, Friday, 2 o'clock online. Cut.